Kate Allgood here. I'm the founder of Quantum Performance, a high-performance coaching firm that specializes in the mental training of athletes, both youth and elite level alike. Today, I wanted to talk about two things that I find are really big and impactful on negatively impacting someone's performance, and they are overthinking and what we call future tripping. So future tripping is thinking into the future too much. And I work with a lot of athletes, and I work with kids as young as 9, but I also work with professional athletes, and this occurs at every level of sports, where an athlete can get into this place where they're overthinking everything that they're doing, overthinking what the coach is thinking, what their teammates are thinking, what they should be doing, and then sometimes also future tripping, which is going into the future thinking, okay, if I do this, what's that going to mean for me long term? What's this person over here going to make the decision for me for that next step in my life? So the problem is obviously overthinking and future tripping impacts our performance, because in order for us to perform at our very best, we have to be present in each and every moment. We have to be able to take in all information in one moment and to be able to do something with it so we can perform at our highest level. And when our mind isn't in the present moment, we are going to miss something. We're going to miss an important piece of information that negatively impacts our performance. And it may be small in nature to begin with, but then when we make that first mistake, if we're in this mindset of either over analyzing or future tripping, then it becomes very easy to continue down that path where we then make another mistake because our focus is, again, not in the present moment and not taking in as much information as we can at any point in time. And it's very hard, and I work with all these athletes, and the interesting thing is they all want control, and this is part of what causes an athlete to overthink or think into the future, is they want control. They don't like uncertainty. But the only thing we really can control is this present moment. What is happening right here and right now? We cannot predict, or we cannot control the future. And both future tripping as well as overanalyzing and overthinking kind of does the same thing, where we're trying to get some predictability and we're trying to find something to control, when really all we can do is really control what is happening in our present moment. So if you're an athlete who has trouble performing at your best, has had difficulty due to overthinking or maybe thinking too far into the future, a big thing is to try and ask yourself, when you start to do that, is this something you really can control? And if you start to feel anxious, if you start to feel frustrated, if you start to feel angry, most likely you are focusing on things that are not in your present moment. And when we are in the present moment, not everything is controllable, but everything is okay, because we're able to do what we can with what we have. And those feelings of anxiety, of worry, of anger, frustration, they subside quite a lot. So really try and bring yourself back to the present moment. See what happens when you do that. You're going to start to see that you feel like you have a lot more control over things, and you're going to have more of a calmer mindset.